Here we go. Say hi. Don't jump. Say hi. Here we go. Say hi. Here we go. Go. Here we go. Sit down. Here we go. Sit down. Here we go. We're good.
You heard that sound, babe? Like somebody got an accident outside. That was a big old boom.
Green 19. Sit down. Here we go. Sit down. Here we go. Sit down. Sit down. Here we go. Sit down. Sit down. Here we go. Sit down. Go.
Come here.
What up, Bray?
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. Today it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the New England Patriots.
Do like them. Do like them so you don't fall.
Two weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here we go. 331, 331. Right.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And nothing much material. There on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Well, you look at this Patriots defense. They really played well in that win last week against Miami.
The best defenses I know, they draw lines in the sand and say you're not going to cross that. For most of them, it's 100 yards of total offense. They didn't quite accomplish that, but still a pretty darn good game last week. Just over 100 yards of total offense given up.
From the 25, here's a 2nd and 8.
Here we go. 319,
A shotgun snap, Fields. Throw left side, complete. That's Edwards. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there, because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Here's Fields. He'll try to pick it up himself. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38.
That's good for us Steelers.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And he's got it to Patterson, complete. And he's brought down. So offside's the call, and they understandably decline it.
And this is why we're seeing more and more teams hiring that one coach to the staff that's in charge of all these things. This one's minor. It's pretty easy to figure out. But all the game management stuff, trying to help out the head coach in his decision-making process.
Now Fields going to run. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
I certainly like what he did right there because he smartly wanted to avoid forcing anything downfield because nothing appeared to be open. Nice harmless slide there to avoid the big hit, and he gets a small gain on the play.
2nd and 5.
Here we go.
And they'll send the tight end in motion. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. The field's going to change things up here. Now this time he'll look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. It's a pickup of 6.
First down. It's a gain of 6. First down, Pittsburgh.
Here we go. Green 19, Jesse Hunt.
They'll run. This is Gus Edwards. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
Well, looks like they'll move things around here. Ooh, the juke. And they got it inside the 10 at the 8. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
Here we go, son.
They'll run here with Edwards. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Edwards is going to go backwards. He'll lose yardage back to the 5. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal.
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Through an opening, and there he goes. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line.
You try to be too pretty.
First down and goal at the 7-yard line.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They go play action now. May. This will be caught at about the 6. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the Steelers' 4-yard line.
Second and goal from inside the 5. To throw, it's May. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Alex Highsmith making the nice play and getting the sack.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football, had to eat it, and ended up on the ground.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. They'll run it. Here's the rookie from Ohio State. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. And 3 yards on the carry there as this defense holds strong and takes it to 4th and goal.
Good job, defense.
On now is Andres Borregales to try the field goal. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And his kick is indeed good. And the Patriots jump out to a 3-0 lead. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say we should have done better there.
And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Their second drive here, the ballgame, Charles. Remember last time they threw the interception, but the defense held up. It bent a little but didn't break, only giving up the 3 points.
Yeah, obviously they left some points on the table there their last time out, but boy, they have to thank their defense for holding the opposition just 3 after they threw the pick. Their turn now. Back out on the field, put together a good drive, and get some points of their own.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46.
Here we go, set. Turbo, set. Test, butt straight. Angel, angel, angel. Right.
Running left is Edwards. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield.
The tackle made back at midfield.
Easy.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Please, scoot down from the chair.
Still 15 yards to go, 2nd down.
Easy. Green 19. Right.
From the 50, here's Fields. A quick target here, complete to Metcalf.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Here we go. Right.
From the gun on 3rd down, Fields. Complete to Austin here over the middle. And he will have a Steelers first down. At least it appears that way. And he got it by maybe the length of the football.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Test, butt straight. Hey, can. Set.
To throw is Fields. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Pat Freiermuth, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Steelers have taken the lead. And nowadays in NFL football, you have to account for all the receivers, sure, but the tight end's such a weapon, and they prove it right there.
Oh, without a doubt. And we're seeing now the golden age of tight ends catching the football. I go back to Kellen Winslow. To me, he was a prototype of what we're seeing today. We're seeing it each and every week now.
Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-3.
Makes the score Steelers 7, Patriots 3. Chris Boswell to kick off
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Here's 2nd and 10. First carry now for Ramondre Stevenson. Down the left sideline. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A big play on the ground there. It goes for 36 yards.
Now that's a big-time run. Lightning in a bottle, forget it. He exploded out of the bottle for that type of a pickup.
Henderson now on 1st and 10. They'll get this down to the 38. The Patriots at 2-0 here to begin the season, and they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Throw right side going to be taken in by Henderson. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. On play action, May. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Bell. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Patriots have regained the lead. Now Andres Borregales for the extra point. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7.
Makes the score Patriots 10, Steelers 7.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were in the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Here we go.
Fields now to throw. Completes it to Austin. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that'll make it 2nd down.
A gain of 6 brings up 2nd and 9 at the 21-yard line.
Hey, Ken. Jump. Hey, Ken. Go.
Back to throw. Fields. Austin is there and brings in another one. Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get a good edge scheme going.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it's second down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 37-yard line.
Down the right sideline, inside the 10, and into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Justin Fields, 63 yards. And the Steelers have taken the lead.
Well, plays like that make the O coordinator look like a genius, but I don't think he saw that play going that well.
No, I don't think so either. But, boy, it all worked out perfectly. They caught them in the right defense, guys, dropping off into coverage. Their eyes averted somewhere else. And guess what? He filled the void with his legs.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go.
And that last touchdown drive they had very balanced. How key is that balance?
It's huge because most of the time when we talk about balance is run, pass, almost 50-50. But most of the times when you talk to offensive coaches, they say balance is we do what we want when we want to. And that means that they're ahead of the defense, keeping them on their heels.
Yeah, they imposed their will on that last drive.
Looking to throw, May. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself.
And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. They'll try the left side with Henderson. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play.
Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go. And sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 44-yard line.
That's good for a Patriots first down.
Henderson running straight ahead. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
They run once more with Henderson. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort.
14 yards is the pickup there on a New England first down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Off the play fake. Here's May. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Here's May. That pass complete. Here's Butte with it.
And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
On 4th down, out comes Andres Borregales for the Patriot field goal. He hit his first, this one from 40 yards out. And his kick is good. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. So the margin shrinks a bit as back-to-back drives here for him, and with field goals.
Yeah, we know no one's turning down 3, especially in the first half, but you've got to finish these drives in the end zone. That's got to be a priority. Nice to have a reliable kicker, but outside of his agent, you know you'd rather him kick 1-pointers instead of 3-pointers.
The kicking unit out for the Patriots as they send this one away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
Their own 26-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
So that flag will set him back 5 yards. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Now here's a throw out wide. Oh, this might be a double pass. His throw, a good one, and it's caught. And he's going to be taken down, but he has the first down on a well-executed double pass. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
11. Here we go, son.
Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Here we go. EQ. 331. West right zip.
They'll send Boyd in motion left. Now Fields. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Hey, never mind Monday. 319 right tonight.
Now it's Fields. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Concentration, so key on a ball like that. It's hard. I know how difficult it is, but that's a ball you've got to come up with. And instead, a big play is going to slip through their fingers, literally and figuratively.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Throwing again is Fields. And this is incomplete with the clock showing just 3 seconds left.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. A final shot before the break. Fields. That one down the field for Freiermuth. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the 2nd half. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. Well, out of the locker rooms here they come. Their first drive of the 3rd quarter. And, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, but we got a tight one set up to be a very entertaining 2nd half.
And as we know, partner, in the NFL, there's trailing and there's trailing, right? Sometimes you're discouraged by how much you're down, but in this case, this is a tight ball game, so there's a sense of optimism here. I think they went in at the half and looked at their play sheet and said, these are the plays we really like. What do you say we use them to start the 2nd half and get us going?
Here we go, start.
Up the middle, here's Henderson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on.
Hey, Garfield. Hey, Jim Wright.
Play action, May. That'll be swung out wide here for Henderson. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now fourth down. The Patriots send out their punter, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Don't jump. Ready? 319.
They'll run with Edwards here to begin the drive. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. The rush defense stout on first down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Milton Williams. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. He is proving his worth defensively. Getting the sack here, that comes after being named the AFC Defensive Player of the Week for his performance in last week's game.
He's stacking games together, isn't he? I mean, you just mentioned what he did the previous week to be named AFC Defensive Player of the Week. Continuing to play at that level. And when you get that kind of confidence going, those kind of guys are hard to stop.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Now Fields going to run. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. No move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. In motion, the tight end. They snap it to Fields. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Patriots take over, and they're going to have terrific field position. Wide open receiver complete. And he's in. Touchdown. Patriots. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Patriots have taken the lead here in this 3rd quarter.
The Patriots will line up for a 2-point conversion.
May going to try and throw for it. And this will be caught as they convert here for 2.
Patriots 21.
So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before. Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do. This from experience, there will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
Second and 7.
Hey, Ken. Here we go.
Again, it's Edwards. And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Here is 3rd down and 4.
Here we go, son. 58, what is that? Hey, going out right here. Hey, Ken. Right.
Fields. That is caught. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. A Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Edwards now on 1st and 10. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. From the gun, here's Fields. Open man, that's the tight end Freiermuth. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 45-yard line.
Well, certainly as a fan, you get a little bit nervous when you see him make those kind of throws. But they work on that in practice more than we know. And most of them now know their limits and know what they can get away with. And there's a completion right there.
And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately.
Ken. Right.
Here's Fields. Over the middle, that's caught by Metcalf. Down to the 10. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. DK Metcalf. Halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Steelers have a chance to tie the ball game here in the final minute of the third. Boswell for the extra point. And in this rain, they were nice and cautious there on the extra point try, and that caution was well warranted as this game is tied.
Chris Boswell to kick off for
A
Pittsburgh.
couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. And a short pickup to about the 25.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Gets this complete to Butte. Back now in Foxborough. All even as we get ready to start the fourth.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. To the right side, this is Henderson. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
They go play action now. May. Got a man, Butte. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 44-yard line.
2nd and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a 1st down.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Straight ahead, it's Stevenson. The try. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 84 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a 1st down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And they go play action with May. Now he's going to step up and run. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Drake May with his 3rd touchdown so far, number 13 now on the year. And the Patriots answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Point after, right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead.
28, Steelers 21.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Some hitting going on now. This has been a tight game, and he takes a big shot there on the return. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. The drive starts with a carry by Edwards. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Here's Edwards again on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Sometimes I get almost mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, those eyes that carry their feet to open spaces, make people miss. I just love watching those guys go to work.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. They run once more with Edwards. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
I know the speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The 32-yard line.
Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. They'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 38-yard line.
You ask tight ends about their favorite routes to run, and surprisingly, this will pop up as one of their staples because they run so many routes in the middle of the field. How about this one? Starts downfield, bends it to the corner, great touch on the football, and they turn that one into a big play.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
Don't jump. Easy.
Up the middle, it's Edwards. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Milton Williams there on the tackle. Nice job there on the tackle, keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 16.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive.
Here we go, tonight. 19 section. Go.
They go with Edwards left side. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
And when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Here's 2nd down and 3.
Here we go. Right.
The first carry now. This is Johnson. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
The towels are waving. Steeler fans on their feet. It's 3rd down. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. Well, he has the 1st down before he's tackled at the 5.
I'm a little surprised right here. They've got 3 timeouts left. The clock's running down, and they aren't using them. Those timeouts do you no good at home. Use them now.
Now 1st and goal.
Here we go. Chip clear. 319. Right. Right.
All eyes on Fields. And he is across and in for the score. And now they can tie the game in the final stages with the extra point.
Or they can go for 2 and go for the win. Yes, sir, that touchdown puts them in striking distance. And let me tell you something, forget being conservative here. Go for it. Go for 2.
Well, going for it on the road. Want to win it right now.
Well, win it right now. Have the momentum. Go ahead and get it done.
And now they're going to go for 2 and a possible win as this crowd rises to make things difficult.
19 wins. Here we go. Angel. Right.
Back to throw. Fields. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as head play backfires in a big way. So looking at this situation, you should have time for the onside kick and then at least 1 play. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a
good game, man. Good
That's
game.
why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, huh?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. Here's a 2nd and 8. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. Past the 20. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play. So it doesn't affect the outcome. But a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
As our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little a little extra on top.
Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they'll have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.
So for the Pats, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh,